Hi everyone. So today's recipe is this insanely delicious Nigerian fried rice with a twist. This recipe is one you do not want to miss out on at all. But first of all, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Please. Thank you. So these are the core ingredients that I will be using for my chicken fried rice. And here I've got some green peas, also known as garden peas. I've got some onions, and you can also use white onions if you prefer. I've got some spring onions as well, and some boneless chicken. I will be showing you how to incorporate this into your fried rice. And I've got some sweet corn, green pepper, some carrots, long beans, and some king prawns. And they have been peeled and deveined already. And I've also got some liver. The liver have been cooked and also fried. And as you already know, there is no Nigerian fried rice without chicken broth. So we're going to be boiling some chicken. This chicken, bear with me, I tried to defrost in my microwave. I didn't realize that it had already started to cook. That's why it looks a bit funny. And also it's very fatty. I didn't realize it had such high fat content, but it's fine. So this is me just seasoning the chicken. And I won't be adding water at this time. I just need the chicken to sweat out its own moisture. And I also need the spices and seasonings as well to incorporate into the chicken well. So I'm just going to cover this and leave to simmer on low heat for about 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, this is what the chicken looks like. And as you can see, it has already started to cook. And there is more moisture in the pot than before. And that's fine for me. So I'm just going to add enough water to cook the chicken. I'm not going to add too much. Just about enough to cook the chicken because I want the chicken stock or the chicken broth to be quite concentrated. So I'm just going to cover this now and leave to cook until soft. And once it's fully cooked, all that's left to do now is to transfer the chicken into a dish and save the chicken broth for later. I really can't stress this enough. The ultimate foundation of Nigerian fried rice is your chicken broth. So you need to get your chicken broth right. It needs to be properly seasoned and it needs to be concentrated as well. And once you get this right, you will be blessed with great tasting fried rice. Yes, that's a fact. And moving on to the next step, here I've got some boneless chicken. I'm using chicken thigh. You can also use breast, but thigh is more flavorful. So I'm just going to season with some bouillon cubes, garlic powder, thyme, curry powder, and some paprika. And this will be mixed thoroughly and left to marinate for about 30 minutes. You can do more than that because the longer the marination, the tastier the chicken. And the next step now is to season my vegetables. So I will be adding all of my vegetables into this big bowl here. And then I will season with some thyme, curry powder, salt, garlic, and some bouillon cubes. And this step here is very, very important. Please do not skip it. If you don't already season your vegetables, please start doing so and you will taste a huge difference. You know how some people have to wait some hours or the following day for the rice to taste okay? That's because it takes a while for the vegetables to soak up the spices and seasons and all. But this isn't going to be you because you have already seasoned the vegetables from the start. And into this big pot here, I will be heating up some vegetable oil. And then I'm going to add my thoroughly washed rice. Yes, I'm stressing thoroughly washed rice because if your rice isn't thoroughly washed, your rice is going to stick together. So just make sure that most of the starch contents are pretty much gone. And then I'm going to fry the rice on high heat for 3 minutes. Please do not leave the rice unattended, otherwise it will burn. So you need to continue to stir. And then after that, I will be adding some chicken broth. I haven't got enough chicken broth, that's fine. It is well seasoned, so I'm just going to add some water. And at this point, I'm not going to add salt at all, and that's because my chicken broth was over seasoned. And you can taste yours, and if you feel like you need salt, you can add some more, or you can add some bouillon cubes as well. And I'm just going to cover this and cook 3/4 of the way. So onto the main part of this recipe. So I'm going to heat up some vegetable oil and then add my seasoned chicken. And this will be fried until well cooked. It's going to take between 6 to 8 minutes, thereabouts. And once it is well cooked, I will be transferring the chicken onto the dish, and I will leave the residual oil in the pan. And because I haven't got enough oil, I'm just going to add just a little bit more and then transfer the cleaned prawns into the pan. And this will be fried for about 5 minutes, say about 2 minutes on each side. Please do not fry your prawns for more than 5 minutes at the most. Otherwise, it will alter the texture of the prawns and you won't like it. And once it's fully fried, the prawns will be transferred into a clean plate. And I will also be leaving the residual oil in the pan again. And then I will be adding some garlic paste and some ginger paste. To know how I made this, please click on the card above. I've got a recipe for that on my channel. And I'm going to add just a bit more oil because I haven't got enough. And I'm going to leave this to fry for about 2 minutes. And after 2 minutes, I'm going to add the chopped onions, and this will be fried for about 2 minutes. But to know me is to know that these onions will never be enough. So more onions. See, more onions. Yes, you are well represented here. So I'm just going to fry this, like I said, for 2 minutes, and then I will begin to add my mixed vegetables. So if you like your vegetables crunchy, then fry for about 3 minutes. If you don't like it crunchy, then do about 5 minutes. But if you're using frozen vegetables, then don't do more than 2 minutes, otherwise they will fall apart. And at this time, I'm just going to introduce the cooked and fried liver and also the fried chicken. And I'm just going to combine this and leave to fry for just about a minute. And at this time, you can taste for seasoning. If you feel like you need more or more salt, you can add some more. And I'm just going to set this aside. And now it's time to check on the rice. And as you can see, my rice is fully cooked and not sticking together. So I'm just going to take it off the heat. And at this time, I will begin to add the cooked rice into the stir fry. And I'm just going to do this gradually so I don't end up with too much rice or too much vegetables. Please try to use a wooden spoon or a wooden spatula for this process, otherwise you will end up breaking the rice grains. And combine to your heart's satisfaction. And to finish off, I will be adding some chopped spring onions and then combine once again. And then I will leave to simmer for another minute or so. And my chicken fried rice is ready. See how beautiful and gorgeous it looks, like absolutely beautiful. So I forgot to add the prawns. I mean, I had finished, I had taken all the pictures, I had done everything I needed to do before I realized that I hadn't added the prawns. So this is me adding the prawns much later. Anyway, so add the prawns and then combine, and your chicken fried rice is ready. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please like and subscribe, please. And please leave me a comment when you do try this recipe.